everyone, welcome to the Wellness Compass team. So I'm Paula Ferris.
And I'm Paula Finnegan.
And we are here to tell you all about our new Blueprint course, Hormone Harmony. It's going to be for 28 days. It's going to start on the 4th of February.
And we are so excited to offer it to you. We fully understand that you've got issues around food. What do I eat? I've been eating this way for years, and now all of a sudden I'm getting that horrible menno belly. I hear you. I know what you're saying. We've got you covered. We've got a lovely little recipe book, which you will see I have got here, which has got over 50 pages of recipes that are low carb, that are going to support you through this menopause transition.
And it's so easy as well. I've had a look through myself when we're putting the course together.
Yep.
So easy, and actually just getting a little bit ahead of the game and sort of a little bit of planning and prep, which we'll go through as well with you, because everybody's routines and schedules are different.
Absolutely, and you don't want to be making more work for yourself, and you want stuff that the family are going to eat as well. But I mean, it's giving you breakfast recipes, it's giving you dinner recipes, lunch, you know, chicken and lentil curried soup, or super greens. You've got easy overnight oats, things like that for breakfast. It's really, I mean, just the pictures just look absolutely scrummy. I just love it. So that's absolutely amazing. And my fitness guru here, who is absolutely fabulous on the exercise front, she's is it a Menno?
Yeah,
Menno Fit trainer.
Yeah.
She's got you covered. You know, we know, as you know, don't you, 40% of people in this age group just don't want to exercise. I completely get it. We've been there. And as you know, you've experienced a lot of people that don't want to exercise, do you?
And we come across problems as well when it comes to exercise between ages between sort of 40 and 60, where you get low motivation, you get low energy, and it could be through other things that, you know, sleep might be a bit of a problem, so therefore the energy levels drop down. And it's all about just choosing the right exercises, or movement, really, to be quite fair, that is going to be, you know, beneficial, getting outdoors. How long do you spend exercising? When, how long have you got? And everybody is different, so it's really a blueprint with the foods and with the exercise to what fits in with your day and where your initial problems are. Some people are suffering from muscle aches, joint pain, and as I mentioned before, the low energy. So all of those can be sort of helped through exercise and movement. And like, you know, we were discussing just the other day, even just getting out for a walk in the fresh air just clears your mind. So if you're suffering from a little bit of brain fog, you know, just getting out there, having a change of scenery, but slotting things in your day that don't need to be, you know, back in the day we used to talk about hours worth of exercise. Now it's a case of, if you've got 10 minutes, give me 10 minutes. It's as simple as that. And we will go through, you know, other reasons in regards to exercise. Some ladies suffer from pelvic floor issues, discomfort, you know, it's embarrassing when they exercise. So we're going to be discussing lots of different things on the exercise kind of thing, and understanding why, you know, through the menopause, when all of the hormones start to drop, why we're coming across a few little issues that may be barriers to not exercising.
And exercise particularly is so important as you go through menopause, because we really need to protect the bones. Once we start to go through perimenopause and the menopause transition, exercise is going to help, because we need to maintain the muscle mass to protect the bones, because you're a higher risk of osteoporosis. Isn't that great?
Absolutely, yeah. another one. And with the bones and the muscles, you know, it's super important to marry up with certain foods as well as to what's going to benefit and bonus that sort of area that we're looking to. So it's just, you know, putting things together and trying to what is it? Put away the myths, and actually dispel. That's the word I'm looking for.
That's what I think. Just dispel the myths and go, oh, right, you need your vitamin D in there, you need your calcium and all those things, but you need it in an appropriate form for you. And you really need your protein, because your protein is going to keep you full up, and it's going to help you with your muscles and help you with your exercise. We've also going to put, there's another part, there's 4 sessions. So 4 Zoom sessions for an hour. Don't worry if you can't make it. It's not a problem, because we'll record them and pop them in the Facebook group. But you know, it'll also show you, you know, there's always issues with sleep. You know, if you're waking up at all the hours because you're getting hot sweats and stuff, you're not going to be able to sleep properly. So we'll be giving you some hints and tips on how to sleep, how to break the stress, because when you're stressed, your cortisol levels go high. And when your cortisol levels go high, as we know, it's fat storing, hence the Menno belly. So we'll just give you some hints and tips along the way. And Paul and I will be in the Facebook group each day with some motivations to help you keep you going. If you've got any questions that you're like, oh my God, what can I do? I don't know. One of us will be there to answer you, to give you some hints and tips along the way, really.
Facebook group's really good. That's our good way of communicating. Obviously the Zoom, it's interactive on the sessions if you can make it live, but if you can't, the recording will go into the Facebook group and then you can access it as and when you want to. So it really, and you can go back and replay it, or you can go back and know the first 10 minutes is all about protein, or the first, you know, half an hour is understanding the cycle and what's actually happening, because it's a lot to take in. So we really appreciate the bite sizes are really handy to have.
And it like you say, there's so much to take in. So the first session, we will kind of explain to you what's happening in your cycle. But alongside with this, we'll put all these into the Facebook group beforehand, so you can read, cogitate, digest, or whatever. There will be a manual that goes with it. Because if you're like, what on earth is she on about? I can't remember that, because I don't know about you, the brain fog at times, I can't always remember things. But it will be there to refer to. There will be extra stuff in there that if you want to explore things a bit further, then we'll point you in that direction. You'll have your recipes, you'll have your shopping list, you'll even have a lovely journal. So we know from our own experience, when you're going through this, the old negative Nancy in your head and the anxiety Alice just goes off on one, and suddenly the most confident woman in the world is suddenly an absolute bag of nerves, and you can't understand why. And it's just being able to take the time, right through, understand where you're at, understand where you're going. At the first time, the first session, we'll go over and have a look at your energy, see where you are, because then you can measure where you are to where you want to get to. So at the end of the 28 days, 4 weeks, you can go, oh my God, I can see the difference. I can see where I'm at. That is the plan. So if any of you are there and you're listening, you've got questions that you want to ask, feel free, pop them a little question in there, and we're more than happy to come back and answer any of the questions. If you've got something that you're burning to know, anyone there that would love to answer a question? I can't see you.
The comments are all there, look, Paula, so we can see, which is quite nice. So if you do have a comment, you just stick it in the comments box right there and we can see it straight away. But everything's in sort of bite-sized chunks, and, you know, it's really interactive. And the fact of having the knowledge and having, you know, making it personal to you, like Paula said, you've got to work out where you are and where you want to get to and how you're going to do that, and then measure it. So when we get to the end of the 28 days, you'll be very, very pleasantly surprised if you've come in with, I mean, a couple of pain points might be, you might be struggling to sleep and have low energy, and they're your two areas and main concerns. There are 60 symptoms, is that right, of the menopause?
Yep, they can be.
And the fact of the matter is that not everybody is to the point of experiencing every single one of them. So we're all different, and we're all at different stages, we're all at different ages. Some people want to just come on board for 28 days to just know what, you know, how to build a confident plan.
Absolutely, because this covers hormones right away across the board. So if any of you have got teenage girls out there, getting some of this information into them is going to be amazing, because if you can help them now and they stay in a good state through their 20s and 30s, they're going to get into menopause in a much, much better state. So it helps us women all round. And it's a really rounded program that has you in mind, and you get out of it what you put into it. We're here to support you every step of the way. We'll be doing, we do the recipes, a lot of them ourselves now anyway, but we'll be able to pop them into the Facebook group. You'll be able to see what we're all doing. It's going to be very supportive, because it's going to be a real unique group of ladies that are doing that, and we're here to support each other on the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is as well, you know, we interact quite well within the group. That works really well, and we're there, and if there's a question, we'll answer it straight away, and if we don't know the answer, we'll find the answer and we'll get back to you straight away. Absolutely. I was just thinking about, you know, other sort of signs and things like that, Paul, and just, you know, sort of in regards to exercise, I'm going to be also looking at things like you know, digestion, you know, and the fact that how exercise, you know, let's be honest, you know, things start to slow down a little bit. So exercise is going to be another reason to regulate the intestines and the flow of food through the body. So getting the right food in and the exercise will help things move, because, you know, all of the estrogen and all the levels are dropping and ebbing and flowing all the way. So at certain points you're going to be fine, other points not. So even if you're not feeling it now, it might be something to bear in mind for later on as well. So it's arming yourself with the right information.
And the thing is, with the digestion is so important through this period, because, you know, your digestion has got to break down all the estrogens and things that are in the body. And if your digestion's not working properly and you are on HRT, you're just not going to absorb it properly. And within 3 months' time, you're going to be going back to the doctor and go, it's not working, I need to up the limits. Well, actually, maybe you don't need to up the limits. Maybe you just need to get these lifestyle tweaks and, you know, nutrition in and the exercise. And actually, that's going to be sufficient for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whether you're on it and whether you're not, all of these things are really important, aren't they?
Definitely. And 28 days is not a mass amount of time, but it's a constant amount of time, so you can see the changes as well. You're not going to see things in the first 24 hours, okay? You are going to it's going to take a little bit of time. We're not Nescafe girls, okay? You can't get it all in an instant. So you're just making sure that we've got the whole package and that we can just take the time to take a little bit of one thing, think about something else. One thing we can all change straight away is drink a little bit more water, and we're just as guilty as everybody else. You know, we're not up on pedestals here. No. You know, I'm turning 50 this year, so I just want to be able to make sure that we're arming people with the right information that you can take and not be overwhelmed. This isn't what it's about. It's just the right amount.
No, it's about helping you and supporting you where you're at, so that you can put these things in place that will help you going forward. Because once we go through the transition, this is all about healthy aging. We want to be able to walk, run up and down a set of stairs. We want to be able to play with the grandchildren. We want to be able to bend down, get up without all the creaking and everything else that's going on board. So if we put these things in place now, we're off and running.
Absolutely. And the thing is as well, you know, you talk to people that are, you know, a couple of steps ahead of you, and I talked to a lady the other day and she says, I wish this was available when I was going through the menopause. So we're kind of in the era now where everyone's talking about it, and we just want to make sure it's a transition. We're all going to go through it as ladies, you know, so let's just support each other and know what's to come. If we're forearmed, we're forewarned, and therefore we can really manage and take our sort of time at processing things through. So that's really what Paula and I have really decided to bring to you. So it's just 28 days. We start on the 4th of February. And what time's the Zoom links going out?
About 7:30 we'll start, but we'll send the Zoom links out earlier in the day, so that you've got it all set up and ready. And as we say, not to worry if you can't make it. It would be brilliant for you to get to the first one, because we need to sort of, you know, do a few housekeeping and that kind of thing. But then, you know, we can, we'll record them for you and pop them in the Facebook group. So the Facebook group will be where we will communicate any questions, anything like that. We'll just pop it all in there for you stuff.
So how you join us, that's what we want to know, is at the bottom of this live, we will put the link to how you can join the 28-day blueprint, Reclaiming Your Mojo. You can also visit the wellnesscompassteam.com, and you've also got the link in there, which again, we'll put that on the bottom of the page today. So those are two really good directions. You can contact Paula or contact myself. You know, there's lots of ways you can find us. And we really want to, you know, make this a unique sort of group that you can talk to your other friends about it. Did you know? And if they want to get involved as well, send them our way. So the more the merrier, the more information we can get across to yourselves to make the transition positive and not a negative experience, because that's what it's all about.
Because ultimately it's like, where do you go from now? We're going to go through this transition. Every single woman's going to do it. A lot of it is down to you, how you control the stress, the nutrition and the exercise. If you can set yourself up to win, once you throw it and out the other side, wow, you know, the world's your oyster. It's up to you what you can do now. Go for it. I was just going to say, you know, if is there anything in the comments that you want to know now, then let's have a quick look. Your eyesight's better than mine.
I know, I'm coming on in there. Eyesight is an issue, isn't it? You know, and hearing. What did you say? No, we've just got loads of people watching, which is fantastic, and that's really good to know. And the fact that, you know, digest it, have a think about it. We're going to be on a countdown, because the end of the week is going to be into February, and we start on the 4th. So we're going to be starting in a week's time. So you know, go back to this live, just think, is it for me? Have a think about it and ask us any questions whatsoever. 28 days with all the support and the guidance. We're friendly. We're not going to shout.
Absolutely. And this is not a taskmaster of keeping you on track. It's just like we're distilling the information in the easiest, most accessible way for you, so that you can use it, that's going to support yourselves. And that's all we want to do. At the end of the day, we are here to support you, to help you through it in the most positive way. That is our aim.
Absolutely, 100%. And the thing is, with the Facebook page, you know exactly where you're going for the information, and it's just a one-stop shop. Okay, so have we got Ange with a question?
What's Ange saying?
Oh, she loves the new Nescafe girls. I love it. It's like everything though, you know, if you want to be fit in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, 70s, you know, we need to be understanding where you are. Okay, so we can help you. Simple as that. Okay.
Simple as. Absolutely. Happy with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free if you want to email us, as Paula says. Find us at the bottom of this. She's the tech one, so she'll know how to do. We'll put all the information at the bottom of it there for you. And it'll be on our website, the Wellness Compass team. So we'd love to see you, but thanks for listening. And we hope we can support you in the future.
Absolutely. We would love to. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're here to help and support and encourage and motivate and just guide you.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, brilliant. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch up with you soon. As I say, all the links are going to be on this link below. So I'll see you soon. Take care.
See you soon. Bye.